We got the motor pulled out. Sorry about that. What up, though? Welcome back to Easy's Rebuilds. I'm Easy E. And from the thumbnail, y'all should know, I'm about to start ripping into the Hyundai Sonata, the 2011, the red one. Start getting as much as I can get done on this video. But this is part 1 of this series. So keep on watching, because I'm the best. And if y'all don't know already, I love tearing cars apart. Might not like putting them back together, but I'm very good at tearing cars apart. So, I have already begun my ripping into this car. I have taken out the back seats. I have removed the broken taillight. Even though this car ain't getting fixed, threw that stuff in the garbage. I have removed everything from the inside. And from the previous accident, they left a lot of glass. So the car still has glass in it. The trunk was full of coolant. I drained it all out and rinsed it out. Took the seats out so I can get this piece out, but I don't need it. But like, it's easy to dismantle a car that you don't need before you dismantle the car that you're going to be rebuilding. Because I got to take all the seats out of there so we can clean them. So taking them out of this car, I know how to take them out of that one without damaging anything. You already know that car. That's my sister's car. She donated to Easy's Rebuilds. That's where this motor is going to be going into. And I don't think I'm about to inside. I don't know. We'll see what's going on, but I gotta get this front end off because obviously we're pulling out the heart of this car. So powertrain coming out, engine, transmission coming out to go on that car. The bumper is coming off. Not the I don't need the grill. We just need the front bumper to go on that car. So I had to paint the front bumper. I had to paint a fender for my sister's car and do some rear end work. But let's just jump on into it. Let me figure out how to get this bumper off and go from there. Bumper, headlights, everything that's in my way got to come off. We go from there. Eventually take the hood off. Anybody need a hood, let us know. Or it might already be gone by the time this video get released. But this car does not have any of the plastics underneath. So I don't got to get up. Hopefully I don't got to get up under there. I don't feel like nothing's under there holding it together. Probably had to get the tires off though. I don't feel like, look, yeah, got one screw in there. But I'm gonna get started. I'll catch y'all back in a few. Well, got the front bumper off. And I can say somebody's been here before. Obviously, because the front bumper was different color. So your bumper absorber on here is busted. The little bottom valance piece is not even connected. And it has a screw in the middle. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. I won't know until I pull the one off of that car. Luckily, and this is an aftermarket bumper. Oh, yeah, right there is aftermarket bumper. At least they ordered one. But I need it. Y'all know I need this month. I need it. So the grill gonna be coming off. Hopefully that car is everything good. They put some screws up in here. I'm probably gonna take these out and put rivets. However it is on my sister's donation car, because they got screws all in the top of there. I don't believe they're supposed to be screws, people. The screws get in the way of them sliding into their locks. That's why it was so hard to get that bumper off. I thought I was gonna break something. But I can easily go look at my sister's car. And they are rivets. So I'll be replacing those with rivets, taking those screws out, putting rivets in. I gotta repaint this bumper anyway. I do have rivets and a rivet gun. So here go my rivet gun. I got two of them. I got a big boy for the big ones and a little bitty one for the little bitty jobs. So I do come prepared sometimes, but let's get this front bumper moved into the shop, or I work my magic. Sorry it's dark in here. I toss this somewhere. I'll move it later. Because obviously I don't got no space with the engine parts everywhere. But I'm about to get back to work ripping this front end off. Because you got the little front end off anyway. Well, because I don't need no, obviously I don't need all those parts, but gotta take the front end off. Luckily I don't see no other damage. But I'll let y'all know if I do. But like I said, I'm gonna take the front end off, gotta take the radiator out, the fans out, and all the other stuff I don't need. So let me get back to work. I'm gonna let you all know right now, you do not have to do all this to pull this motor. I'm just doing all this because this is a parts car. And if you haven't heard me say it before, I like taking things apart. I would take this whole freaking front end apart, bolt by bolt. I might still do that, but you do not need to do that to get this motor out. It makes my job a lot easier, just dismantling the whole car piece by piece, because I like it. But you do got to take the breather out. You do got to take the battery box out, because there's a motor mount back there for the, well, not a motor mount, transmission mount back there that you have to get to pull this. You got another transmission mount right here, motor mount, whatever you want to call it, because it is connected to the transmission, to the frame, to the K-frame or engine frame, engine cradle. Almost forgot. And you got one more over here, a motor mount. You do got some grounds. You got some wires back there. You get some hoses back there. But this is like the easiest motor to pull out. I love this. They did not make this hard. Now here's the transmission lines. Just hoses. It's just transmission hoses with clamps on it. Pinch them off, take them off. Everything has closed clamps. The AC wasn't filled, it was overfilled. Just charged it. My thing is, this transmission fluid is very dark. Either see how do I change the transmission fluid on this car? Well, on this motor, transmission, whatever. I'll look that up. I will be replacing the oil pan, because this car is from Michigan and it had a cover on the bottom. So the oil pan is all rusted. I don't know if y'all can see that. So I will be replacing the oil pan. Already ordered the gasket. Taking the oil pan off the other car, put it on this one. Taking a lot of parts off the other car and put it on this one. Like I said, I'm gonna take the whole plenum off of this one, the intake, and swap them over. Because this one has an engine light on for this map sensor, and I hate replacing map sensors because they never go right. So I'm just gonna replace the whole plenum. Hopefully, it ain't that hard to take off, or intake, whatever you want to call it. Probably keep the throttle body, see how that go. But like I said, you don't gotta take all this the whole front end off of this car to take it apart. It's so freaking easy to pull this motor out. But you would have to take out the fans and the radiator, which the AC condenser was attached to the radiator. So I don't even know how you would ever get that out, because it was attached the opposite way. I'll show you out real quick. So you see right there how the AC condenser slides into the radiator. So how do you pull the radiator up and out with the AC condenser on there? You can take the fans off by taking the screws out the top, but I guess it is what it is. Let me get back to doing what I like to do. Rip these cars apart. Y'all see the other car? I washed it yesterday, but I'm gonna get back to work. So I'm still out here at it. Whew. This is an easy job, but a hard job. Whew, the hard part was because this is a Michigan car, all down there. My studs are all rusty, and it's a hard spot to access it. So I ended up going further back past the flex pipe, back up under the car, hitting it with some penetrating oil and heating up the bolts, well, the nuts, and taking them off with the impact. So I'm gonna have to pull all that out with it and see about getting those studs out, or just taking the whole manifold off of this one without breaking any studs, because that car has less rust than this car, as y'all can tell. Just gotta take this one off. This is the tricky one right here. Then I'm just gonna end up taking these bolts out the top of the transmission, dropping it, lowering it down some, loosen this bolt off, take this whole thing out, then take these bolts off the side and off the top here and take that off, because obviously you won't be able to pull it up with this all in your way. Yes, because all this is one piece. Obviously you won't be able to pull that up with that in the way. And over here is pretty much simple. I'm gonna remove the coolant tank and just take the bolts out from here. I think just this one bolt, take the top bolt out and go about my business with that one. I'm trying to keep y'all focused. I'm reaching. I like to hit all these with some WD-40 before I get started. And the other thing you have to do, you gotta take out the drive axles. Take them out, pull them out the transmission. So I've been doing that off camera because it's fairly simple. Just take the bolts. I just loosen up all the bolts so I can swing that back. So I know the ABS is on the pressure brake lines. I'll be swinging it all back in place because obviously ain't gonna be no engine in here. All I need is the rack and pinion, which is electronic on this car, thank God, just so I can turn the steering wheel, hopefully, and get it where I need to go. Because we're gonna push this car to the side once I pull this motor out. And if I need anything else, I'll just be able to come to the car and be over there. Hopefully I can push it forward and we push it backwards so the front of it is towards us and not facing the, obviously not facing the gate, where somebody can just see that this car has no motor in it and listen to all the other parts for sale. But like I said, you gotta pull out the drive shafts on both sides. It's not hard. Let's say just loosen up all that, take off the axle nut, push it up. I had a problem with this side, one of the nuts didn't want to come off. I had to use some WD-40 and some MAP gas, but I got it off. And to just pop the, I ain't gonna say pop because it ain't that easy. Like people are like, oh, just pop it off. I had to pry it, keep turning and prying it until it came out on this side. The other side the same way. Had to turn it with the pry on it, and it popped out. No special tools needed, but a pry bar or a flathead. So let me clean up my mess. Get the tires put back on. Because I'm sure I do not need to get back up under this car, because I already got I'm taking the whole motor mount from back there. I'm bolting it from the engine cradle. So I'll just pull that whole thing up with the motor. Pretty much I got to pull everything up and forward. I was trying to take all the mounts, but this one that bolt is on the back side. But let me get back to work. I'll catch y'all back in a few. All right. As y'all can see, the car is back down on the tires. Lucky my driveway in it isn't at a larger slope. So when I dropped her down, she started rolling backwards. As if y'all can tell, she was further up here. But I grabbed it, stopped it, put the emergency brake on. So I do believe I have everything disconnected. So I'm about to attempt to snatch the motor out. Like I said, take care of those, take care of these. Let's do the damn thing. Welcome back. We got the motor pulled out. Sorry about that. GoPro was dead. My stepson Cody came outside and helped me with it. But I was having problems with the exhaust. Couldn't get the exhaust unbolted from where I wanted to get it unbolted. So it was getting caught on the frame of the car. Cody said just cut it. So I cut it right before the oxygen sensor. So I like that's a little bit too much because I couldn't get it from right here because those bolts are extremely, well, nuts and bolts are extremely rusted. But I'm trying to get it now since obviously the motor is out the car and I got more access to it. If I can't get that off, I'm having to take the whole intake manifold off. Exhaust manifold, not intake. Take the whole exhaust manifold off. Get a new exhaust gasket, manifold gaskets. I'm gonna get gaskets anyway. I might as well order a bunch of gaskets. But the motor is out of this car. Fairly simple, fairly easy. You can't find no videos on how to do this on YouTube. But I'm about to wrap this back up. This is the end of this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If y'all didn't, give me a thumbs down. Share this video on your social media with your friends, family, and co-workers. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I release a new video. And leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know how we doing over here. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel. And we also take Cash App donations. We have merch at teespring.com. And we take donations of vehicles, just like the one you see over there that's been sitting for a year. It's already sold. And you can go follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It's all links in the description area below. Go check out my email. Send me something through my email. Say how good we doing. And with all that, just go check out my description area with all that. Stay tuned and stay blessed, people. Peace.